out my MTV app. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get! Yes!
140 hours of footage. I don't know why Diddy filmed himself so much, but thank goodness he did. Because now, the people defending him are going to go quiet when the truth comes out. 50 Cent's Netflix documentary, Sean Diddy Combs, The Reckoning, shook the world when it dropped. But even with all the drama, some of the juiciest, darkest secrets never made it on screen. The people who helped Diddy build his empire were never named. His alleged links to murders barely got a mention. Kim Porter's autopsy, completely left out. And leaked voicemails that supposedly tied him to Tupac's murder never aired. Today, we're diving into everything that got cut.
Charges and allegations against me are 100% false, and I feel confident that in the next couple of days that, I'll be vindicated and everything will be all right.
Words of confidence from rap star Sean Puffy Combs, made after he posted $100,000 bail on 3 counts of weapons charges. Combs' latest run-in with the law started at Times Square's Club New York, just after 2 o'clock Monday morning. Based on an eyewitness account, prosecutors say Combs, partying with girlfriend and actress Jennifer Lopez, got into an argument with someone. That person reportedly then threw a stack of money in Combs' face. Prosecutors then say one of Combs' associates, 19-year-old Jamal Barrow, also known as the rapper Shine, opened fire, while Combs reportedly pulled out a pistol of his own.
The fact that Mr. Combs has been arrested is because some person alleges that he had a gun.
Combs and Lopez fled the club, speeding away in his chauffeured Jeep. 3 people inside the club were injured, 2 of them critically, including a young woman with a bullet lodged in her cheek. Police say a high-speed chase involving Combs, Lopez, and 2 of his men riding up front spanned 20 blocks up 8th Avenue, through at least 11 red lights. When the squad cars caught up, a gun was found near the front seat. Everyone in the car...
Back on December 27th, 1999, Diddy and Jennifer Lopez were partying at Club New York in Times Square. That's when things turned violent. Witnesses said a man named Matthew Scar Allen, or someone with him, threw a stack of cash in Diddy's face. Things escalated quickly, and it's alleged that Diddy pulled a gun and shot a woman, not a Reuben, in the face.
On Sunday evening, I went to Club New York, and under no circumstances whatsoever did I have anything to do with a shooting. I do not own a gun, nor did I possess a gun that night. I had nothing to do with a shooting in this club. I want to make this 100% clear. I had nothing to do with a shooting in this club. And I feel terrible that people were hurt that night. I'm positive in the next couple of days, due to the investigation, that the truth will come out. Thank you very much.
Let me say this once. It is very frustrating that every time some person decides to make an accusation against Mr. Combs, that the press reports it as if it's true. It is a total lie. Mr. Combs went by himself in a limo with Miss Lopez, went to a club. He did not possess a gun. She did not possess a gun. Whatever happened at the club had nothing to do with him. There were shots fired. And when he went outside and he was whisked into a car in the back of the car with Miss Lopez, the gun was found in the front where 2 other people were. Now, the reason Miss Lopez was dismissed is because if you or I went into a car and sat in the back seat and a gun was found in the front, our cases would be dismissed. The reason Mr. Combs' case was not dismissed is a simple one, because every time someone lies, you all take it as true.
After the shooting, Diddy didn't just walk away, he ran. Reports say he blew through 11 stop signs and led police on a high-speed chase before finally being caught. Authorities allegedly found a stolen gun in his car. That's not behavior for someone innocent. Innocent people don't panic, flee, and risk their lives unless they're hiding something huge.
Doubt in my mind who shot me.
You have said since really right after the shooting that it was P. Diddy who shot you.
I was standing by the front door. I watched the entire thing out. I had no reason to believe that it would escalate to a shooting. It was just male machismo and bravado at first. A lot of pushing and shoving, raised voices, hands. But then I saw them reach in their waist and draw from their hip. And I knew. I instantly turned to my friends and told them, be careful, watch out. And when I turned back, I know, and I've said over and over, I've heard the voice of God said, you are about to be hit. Calm down. And as I said no, I looked straight forward ahead and I watched the muzzle flash from both of their guns and I felt the impact to my face instantly. J-Lo testified at the grand jury, as did many other people. It needs to be reopened because if that is in fact the case, she carried the gun in and she lied.
Diddy's lawyers said he had nothing to do with the shooting and that it was coincidence the stolen gun was in his car. But more than a dozen people from inside the club, including the woman who got shot, said he was involved. Nada Rubin still has the bullet in her face to this day, and she's made her story known.
Nothing had nothing really to do with any shooting. She certainly had nothing to do with any gun. And we were confident that if they did do the kind of investigation they did, that would be the end of it.
And it didn't stop there. Diddy allegedly tried to pay off his driver to take the blame, offering $100,000 to claim the gun was his. Eventually, rapper Shine Barrow was convicted for the shooting and got 10 years in prison. Over the years, Shine has claimed Diddy framed him, using his connections to escape. This isn't shocking in the industry. Diddy, Jay-Z, J-Lo, and Beyonce have all been tied to serious crimes, but never faced indictments until now.
Our top rap star is busted.
Jay-Z turned himself in tonight, and the cops started working on his rap sheet, accusing him of a stabbing at a trendy party.
Kimberly Richardson is at Midtown South right now. Kimberly.
For Rosanna, just a few hours ago, police here at Midtown South arrested Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z. The rap star voluntarily turned himself in here at the precinct earlier this evening. Now, Carter is being held here in connection with that stabbing fight that erupted at the Kit Kat Club last night. But just a few moments ago, Carter's attorney had this to say.
He's not involved in this, period.
He was at the club?
That's my only comment. He wasn't involved in this.
So it was someone else that did the stabbing and the hitting?
I didn't say that. I said he was not involved in it.
Now, Slovis goes on to say that at no time was Jay-Z hiding from the police, that they were in touch with cops all day and that they're trying to resolve this.
And Diddy wasn't alone. Weeks before this shooting, Jay-Z was reportedly involved in an attempted murder himself.
I have my faults, I'm not a perfect person.
Rap star Jay-Z spoke with Fox 5 exclusively just a few weeks ago during a photo shoot for the cover of January's issue of Source magazine.
I don't want people to think that it's just everything is bounce, or can I get a hard knock life, you know what I mean? I have my dark days also,
Detectives in Midtown say that last night allegedly was one of his darkest. Cops say the hip-hop star was fingered in a stabbing inside a packed nightclub. Just about 11:30 last night when rap star Jay-Z, surrounded by his usual entourage, strolled into the Kit Kat Club here on West 43rd Street. Once inside, he had a confrontation with record producer Lance Rivera. Cops say the argument heated up during a party celebrating a new release by rapper Q-Tip. Jay-Z and his crew surrounded the 33-year-old Rivera and his 29-year-old brother Corey. Witnesses say that Jay-Z allegedly plunged a knife into Rivera's stomach and smashed a bottle over his brother's head before running out of the club. I'd like to talk to you about what happened here last night. Delgado knows all too well, and he still sports the scar to prove it.
Accidentally, I was pushed into Jay-Z, where he turned around and just hit me with a bottle over the head. And his whole entourage, about 30 guys, proceeded to, jump me, hit me with tables and so forth and so on.
Delgado never reported the assault to cops until today. Now he's sorry.
He's just a punk, man, and it did not surprise me when I heard it this morning. I was like, wow, another one? Had I stepped up in 98 when he did this to me, wouldn't have gone through what he went through last night. He does have to serve some time.
If Jay-Z wasn't involved, why did he turn himself in? On December 1st, 1999, at the Kit Kat Club in Manhattan during Q-Tip's solo album release party, Jay-Z allegedly stabbed record exec Lance Rivera in the stomach and back with a 5-inch blade. Witnesses and police reports confirm it was revenge for leaking Jay-Z's upcoming album, Volume 3, Life and Times of S. Carter.
You had an incident with Rivera. You know, so you pled guilty to charges of, I don't remember exactly the charges. Assault with a deadly weapon.
They would have never let me be out here with you if that was the case.
You stabbed him. Okay. All right. Do you feel like that was a mistake in hindsight?
I believe that was the greatest thing ever. This is gonna sound crazy, but I believe that helped me. You know what I'm saying? Because that put the brakes on everything. That let me know that no matter how successful you are and how much you on your road, it can all stop. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you still kid from Marcy Projects, and you know, not everybody they waiting for you to mess up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just go ahead. You know what I'm saying? We let you just go ahead and self-destruct yourself. You know what I'm saying? But that right there was a moment I was like, okay. You know, and I'm glad they didn't have to take for me to be in jail for like 7 years to be like, damn.
And just like Diddy, Jay-Z walked free. No charges, no punishment. It's like it never happened. He's even called the stabbing one of the greatest moments of his life. Later, he claimed it taught him to be more cautious. But the arrogance is clear. He knows he can get away with almost anything.
That the people in power had gave that reign to Diddy, and Jay was next in line. So to separate him when in fact they may be two of the same, but because Jay-Z is low key, that low key sneaky shit, and Diddy is and was rambunctious, you know, just out with it. It don't mean that they not two of the same. One just a little quiet with his shit.
What happened at the basketball game? When they ran into, you guys ran into Jay-Z?
They were just talking. They was talking amongst each other about their little white girls. They little skinny white girls.
And I mean, did Diddy always say negative things about Jay around you?
The time he was trying to get Ja Rule to go at Jay, yeah.
This is why the difference between Diddy and Jay-Z matters. Diddy never learned to stay quiet. Jay-Z figured out he could do whatever he wanted, so long as he stayed in the shadows. Gene Deal and even 50 Cent have said Jay-Z is even more dangerous than Diddy because he's smarter and more calculated.
Shout out to Diddy, Happy New Year. You know what it is, DJ Cal, it's all about victory. I'm going in. Better believe it. Shout out to Def Jam, we the best. You know what it is, 2010, baby. It's the takeover. I'm going in.
Happy New Year to the whole planet. God is the greatest. Real talk. And you know, I mean, if there's anything that somebody can say better than that, I'm all ears. But with that being said, continuous blessings to the whole entire universe. Let's do it way big.
I want to give a shout out to my brothers that have been inspiring me and been my friends for a long time. One of my best friends in the whole world, Busta Rhymes in the house. You know what I'm saying? He's been my friend for a long time, ever since I was like 12 years.
Jay-Z wasn't the only executive tied to Diddy's world. Diddy worked closely with him, but Jay-Z pulled the strings quietly from behind the scenes, and that's just the tip of the iceberg.
I apologize for not sweating, but I do this so much. I'm so cool. I just want y'all to see everybody I'm interviewing is sweating. I'm not even touching my brow. I'm so cool, and I want to apologize. I ain't trying to make you look bad or nothing like that, but I'm just so cool. We
a t-shirt. I tell you, if he was wearing one of those fancy designer clothes he's designing, he'd be sweating just like me.
The guy's good. The guy's good, y'all. Let's give it up for him.
I love Diddy. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy.
Donald Trump's past comments about Sean Diddy Combs are getting new attention. A clip of the former president praising the hip-hop mogul on a 2012 episode of The Celebrity Apprentice has resurfaced in the wake of Diddy's bombshell arrest and indictment on sex trafficking charges. Season 5 contestant Aubrey O'Day touted her time working with Diddy in the 2000s girl group Danity Kane as having prepared her for the business world, prompting Trump to defend the artist and entrepreneur when Aubrey didn't want to discuss the matter further.
I am a very strict and focused businesswoman because working for Diddy for 6 years trained me to have to be perfect.
Working for Diddy?
Absolutely.
I love Diddy. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy.
He expects.
Is he a good guy?
I don't want to answer that
Oh,
question.
wow. I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
Trump and wife Melania have been photographed with Diddy at multiple high-profile events over the years. Diddy previously complimented Trump in a 2015 interview with the Washington Post amid the politician's first presidential bid, saying at the time,
Diddy's power reached the highest levels. He was friends with Obama, Bill Clinton, and even Trump, all photographed at his parties. Why was he so close to some of the most powerful people in America? No one seems to ask, but it's crucial to understanding his influence.
You know, it's just me and the lady. This is my scene. I'm used to this type of thing. You know, doing what I do best. You know?
Oh, shit! Oh, did the camera catch that? Cut the camera! Cut the camera!
All right, okay. First of all, I know it looks bad with me running into the camera. Okay, it was Puffy's party. He's called me, said, "Kev, can you host a party with me?" I said, "Yeah, dude." I said, "I'll do it." He said, "Look, we creating this little sexy scene in the bathroom." I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be hot." I'm promoting the party. I'm like, "Yeah, man, this is a nice event. You see, we up here in the tub." First of all, if somebody here is on fire, it's a panic. Yo, your hair. It should be crazy. And this is all I heard. I heard, "Yo, your hair's on fire." I turned around, I saw it, I was like, "Oh!"
Don't sit on the bed at night, no homo, no, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close, but it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. You know, shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even like. I don't want it to come close to the bed at all.
Brother, right here from day one, we used to wake up and, I mean, damn, pause, but like, that's how. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world.
Yo, what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this for me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the frosted.
Inside Diddy's parties, the footage is wild. Usher, Kevin Hart, and even Justin Bieber were partying with women who weren't exactly guests. They were hookers. Kevin Hart looked visibly concerned in the videos, and it's easy to see why.
Way back. But check this out.
When was that, by the way? We'll get to that later. All right.
Okay. Now, we need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just a different blend. You need the ladies, you need the booze.
You need some water.
For watering plants?
No, I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, you know, so if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
yeah.
Rock with me, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, you know, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you talking?
Depends on the way you look at it.
Depends. Oh, people start getting it gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you sexy. New word for you.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Hey, yo. No, I wasn't saying. No, it was a new
Sean,
party.
You're in my house now. You see.
Parties are the hottest ticket around.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You gonna hear about my parties. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time. You know, whenever you bring up a different element into people's environment, things that broaden people's horizon, people get intimidated. There's a lot of people out there that feel intimidated by it. It ain't nothing but breaking down racial barriers, breaking down generation barriers. People from all walks of life. Ron Perlman talking to Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying? It just goes on and on. You know, it's just like people from all walks of life connecting and getting together.
Yes.
Your parties are the hottest ticket in town. People dying to get into your party. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's cool. You know, it doesn't make me feel any way special. It doesn't make me feel like a bigger person. It just makes me feel like I know how to throw a party.
The more you dig, the crazier it gets. Diddy wasn't hiding anything. He bragged on national TV about locking women up while videos emerged showing them drugged and disoriented. A man accused of shooting a woman in the head was openly holding women captive and calling it a party. Who looked at that and didn't question it?
We started breaking down, the exterior any shell that I put up. From the top of the year, I was going through a real dark time, and I was really depressed. And I don't know why. I don't know. I just could have been because I was getting older and I didn't know. I just was I just went through a dark time. She come over and make sure
Get in the way of that. But, honestly, anybody that's lost a mother, lost a soulmate, it takes time. It takes time. I don't, they say time heals all wounds. When it comes to your mother or mothers, I don't think that's the case. I think we have the strongest beings. If it comes to a category of who's the strongest beings on the face of the earth, it would have to be Black mothers. I don't think anybody can ever understand how hard it is to be a Black mother.
Whew.
Man, God bless Diddy, man. Tears are how our heart speaks when our lips can't describe how much we've been hurt.
Meanwhile, his home life was just as chaotic. He was cheating on Kim Porter with Cassie and allegedly abusing her too. Gene Deal, Diddy's security guard, said Diddy would beat Kim, leaving bruises on her face. Then, in November 2018, Kim died in her sleep at just 47.
Called A. Sloan at the LA County Department of Medical Examiner coroner to report this apparent natural death. It was reported that the decedent was found unresponsive bed by family members. That's how it's written. 911 was dialed and death was determined at the scene. There was no known medical history other than recent cold flu-like symptoms for the past few days. An in-house physician prescribed antibiotics and IV fluids. There was no known history of drugs or alcohol use. PMD Michael Fardam. And then up here it says Farzam. So I don't know if that's her doctor that came to her home. I'm not sure. I was assigned this field call by Lieutenant Smith on the 15th of November 2018 at approximately 13:16 hours. I arrived on scene at approximately 14:10 hours and departed from the scene at approximately 16:33 hours. Foul play is not suspected.
The autopsy from the Los Angeles County Department of Medical Examiner coroner showed something shocking. Kim Porter had been healthy just a week before her death, and then, 10 days later, she was gone. It doesn't match what was previously reported.
That smothering her with the pillows and all that, like he playing with her. I know she was tired.
Yeah, he also told Rolling Stone that Diddy, he's a jealous person that don't know what love is.
He knows that, bruh. Kim couldn't have nobody, bruh. Kim couldn't have nobody. You understand what I'm saying, bruh? Diddy could do whatever, Puff could do whatever he wanted to do, Brother Love could do whoever he wanted to be. If Kim ever tried to get with somebody, Puff would interfere with them or with her trying to be with them. He wasn't letting that happen. Unless he was bringing them to the picture. That's what he used Kim for, bro. He wanted to make a deal with somebody. He'll get another girl and a guy that he's trying to make a deal with, and him and Kim, they all party together. Man, he used Kim for that shit, bro.
Wow, so he used Kim for that?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You don't do that to somebody you're supposed to love.
Gene Deal also claimed Diddy abused Kim and used her as leverage, inviting other men to engage with her and becoming violent if she refused. It paints a picture of a life behind the glitz and glam that was anything but safe or sane. If you want to see more shocking stories like this and get the inside scoop on all your favorite celebrities, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Don't miss a single update. Haley Reporter is bringing you the truth behind the headlines, the drama nobody else will show you. Stay tuned, because the story doesn't end here.